Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't usually do politics on my channel because I don't really agree so much with people just trying to shove their opinions down your throats, but we thought, seeing as there's someone else with us, I thought we might do a bit of a sort of reaction to all the shit in the election that's going
happened
on
in the
in
last
the UK.
24 hours.
So first of all, I want to thank, I'm very proud in general of the North-East, excluding the rural areas.
Oh, and Middlesbrough South.
From Teesside up until one spec. Brilliant performance.
Yeah, brilliant
well
performance.
played,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
So how do you actually feel about the result? Now that we've made it clear who we're sort of sided with.
Optimistic.
By default, this should already get 60% dislikes, seeing as Labour only got 40% votes.
Exactly. Which is another controversy.
Another reason why I don't like doing politics on YouTube. There's a lot of people. I'll tell you now. There's a lot of people on my Facebook, right, which are quite left wing. Because I'm not completely left wing. I do agree with a lot of stuff Jeremy Corbyn says. But at the same time, I can be very right-wing and actually agree with some of the stuff that people like Nigel Farage or something are going to say. But there's a lot of people on my fucking Facebook that really try and shove their opinion. I don't know whether there is... Shove their opinions down their throats about... I mean, they will have all voted for Labour, but that just pisses me off. I want to make it clear, I don't want to shove opinions down people's throats.
Well, I think that on the balance of it, social media has been one of the most, maybe, level playing field. And there's way less right-wing people usually on.
Well, with Labour's taking advantage of social media for this.
If you look at the papers and stuff, they've been completely anti-Corbyn.
Yeah.
I don't think that the news has been so balanced. I think it could have been more balanced from the start.
No, there's a lot of stuff on the internet that was pro-Corbyn, like.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's videos that came out of this election have been unreal. Like the stuff that's came out of this, like Corbyn eating the Pringle.
Oh yeah, Corbyn eating the Pringle.
There's the video today of him.
Tried to high five. Oh god. She didn't even show high five either. She just
they didn't even really. He didn't even really react at all. He just kind of did it and he kept his cool.
High fiving her, or he was just going like this, well done.
But some of the stuff that's came out of this election has been pure gold. Ian Lavery and Boris Johnson. That honestly is so funny when he just.
Look,
excuse
no,
excuse
I would
me?
do that though. I would react like
how
that.
Rude! How rude! I beg your pardon.
Did you know his favourite to become Prime Minister?
Fucking Boris Johnson.
Yeah, no.
Oh, God help us. He is an absolute loophead. Him. He is absolutely loopy.
I don't know how
he's off his heat. Him.
The main part of the. I just don't know how he's the main part of the Conservatives.
I think he's funny. I don't mind. I think I follow him on Twitter, but I don't actually.
He doesn't think about anything that he does. I don't think
the fucking zip line and the tackles that he's done in the bloody charity football matches that we just.
Mate, he needs to just I don't know whether he's got something missing in his head, but
he's not right.
He's what he's about to do or what he's about to say.
When Ian Lavery started going on about food banks, he's just like, I think you should take that back. I think you should take that back, oh boy. I think you should.
Just sounds
like. He starts he's not right. Anyway, alright, what else were you gonna say?
You asked us what you thought about the result. I was quite optimistic.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting Labour to get way less seats.
Labour were winning to start off with, weren't they, to be fair? They were winning.
Yeah, but they usually do.
Yeah.
Because it's usually Labour strongholds that get called first. So they were winning most of the way through the night, and then obviously the Conservatives started getting the southwest and the south, all those constituencies started coming in, and it was they were always going to win. I mean, But the exit poll was only 5 off as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's positive because the next time you see an exit poll, then you'll know it's pretty accurate.
The actual result of it, right? Now this is where a lot of Labour people like are gonna. If there's any Conservative people watching, they'll actually like this bit, right? The actual result of it, right? I cannot understand this thing with seats in our country.
Oh,
The actual result of it, right?
mate,
Theresa May got more votes,
sick.
therefore she should have won this election. The fact that she's doing this whole thing with the
no, but
with
she has
the
won
with
the
the
election. She has won the election. What I don't think it's fair is she's got like 42 point something of the vote,
yeah.
but got 48% seats. And then
I don't get how it works.
Labour have got something like 40% of the vote and got 40% of the seats, whereas SNP, 3% of the vote, 35 odd seats. It doesn't make sense.
But
to
this
me.
thing that she's doing, trying to side with this whatever you call them.
Oh, Democratic Unionist Party.
That's
just
that's wrong. That's just like
She's just
cheating.
gone
That's
desperate.
she's just taking their seats off of them and just saying, I'll side with
Yeah,
this for that.
I don't-
That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. But at the end of the day, she should have won anyway
Yeah, I
because she
think
got the most
coalitions are
votes.
stupid because whoever takes the coalition, like whoever decides,
Yeah.
whoever's in the lead, just goes, Ari, you're in a coalition,
Yeah.
and then just does whatever they want. That's what happened with the Lib Dems
Yeah.
when they went in with the Conservatives.
But
But I think it's not going to be apparently it's not going to be a coalition. It's just going to be a support. So they're going to. Theresa May's been to the Queen and said, you know, can I have a minority government?
yeah.
And it's just going to be support from
Yeah.
the DUP, which I don't.
Either way, we're pretty much fucked for Brexit now.
Yeah, because there's nothing. She's shown her weakness.
Yeah,
clearly.
she's basically weak now.
Yeah.
And if say Corbyn was to go and then a lot of people aren't supporting him,
Yeah.
so we basically haven't got a proper leader. So the European Union can basically just walk all over us if they want him at the minute.
Well, it's our own fault. It's
Yeah.
Theresa May's fault that. this
I
whole
don't
country-
know why the fuck she's called this election anyway.
Yeah, she just sat in a house.
She-
She did not do anything. She did no campaigning. Jeremy Corbyn everywhere around the country. He deserved to win this election.
Yeah,
actually,
he
when you
did.
look
Yeah,
at
he did.
When you look at the
Like I wanted
campaigns.
him to win. I'm not pissed that he didn't win.
I'm happy with what he got.
Yeah.
Because I was really expecting maybe 200
Yeah.
if we were lucky, and then he's
Like I
only
can
got 260.
I can basically see where everyone's coming from, whether they're unless they're extremely left wing or extremely right wing, up to
understand
the
why
point
they
of
don't like
racism.
Corbyn.
I can.
I understand why they don't like Corbyn
Yeah.
because he's been constantly attacked
Yeah.
ever since he got this Labour leadership.
Like I
thing.
can understand why people vote Conservative because yeah, they've probably got money and they want to keep
Or they
that
just
money.
don't like Corbyn.
But
And he had this
I know,
IRA
yeah.
stuff, and they're immediately
yeah.
they remember
Yeah.
the IRA stuff back in the 80s and
Yeah.
stuff, and they're like,
Well, it's
oh,
like the
well,
thing.
I'll
It's
vote
like
for
the
it.
thing with that happened with Trump. The mass
just
media.
believed
The mass
in
media
the-
got all over Trump. And I'm not being funny, but he.
Well, in a way,
That
the
whole
same
thing
thing
with
sort
that
of
whole
happened.
thing with him being called racist because of what he did with the calling when he said all Mexicans are immigrants and drug dealers. He didn't actually say that after it. He finished it with, and some I assume are good people. So he wasn't actually calling Mexicans as a whole drug dealers and rapists and all this stuff. That's how mass media take things out of context. I don't like that.
Yeah, I think.
And I think that they did, actually, the mass media did influence a lot of people to vote Conservative. I don't.
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
did. In a way, the same thing the same thing happened in America that happened here. The media lost
Yeah.
because Trump got in and Corbyn got far more seats than anyone
Yeah.
thought he would.
Like, logically for this, I think logically you've got to look.
I think it
if you
shows
want.
that Corbyn's way stronger than Theresa May.
Yeah,
I think that's what it shows.
Yeah, and if logically you want the best for this whole country, and you read the manifestos, I don't understand why you wouldn't have voted Labour.
Yeah.
Unless you're selfish and you're thinking about yourself and money. That's just my opinion on it. Like,
Well,
I
again,
can
though,
see everyone's opinion,
It's
but
in the past, Labour can't afford things.
Yeah.
But this manifesto was fully costed.
I know.
And economists agreed with it.
Yeah.
And said it was right.
Because I do agree with that. Like, how is Corbyn going to be able to afford all this sort of stuff?
Yeah, and people said he can't afford it, even though the news refused to report on economists who'd agreed with it. So
at the end of the day, I have basically lost 18 grand from Corbyn not winning. I've basically lost 18 grand because I've just finished my first year at uni, so that's another 18 grand that I've got to pay to stay on at uni, which I'm not complaining about, but at the end of the day, I've basically lost 18 grand that Jeremy Corbyn hasn't won. But I'm not angry. I am angry, but I'm not angry. I'm not angry that Jeremy Corbyn didn't win, but I'm just angry at how fucking May has just acted, how she's just called this election,
arrogant,
and how she thought she would win, and she's actually been showed up.
It happened to Brexit as well. David Cameron was so sure he would win that. He was like, "Oh, we'll call the referendum just to show everyone that we are going to be in the EU," and everyone, the media was all Remain, and people just said no, and voted Leave, and again the same things happened here. She's gone into this thinking, "Oh, going to get a Margaret Thatcher majority," and she's not even got close. She's not even got a majority, and it serves her right, really. But because of her, the country's in a worse state. Like, I would love Labour to get in, but it's better that we have a leader rather than a hung parliament where no one's a leader, and it shows the weakness of the woman who's going to be taking us out of the EU.
So what, you just think either Corbyn or May should just definitely...
Yeah, I think... I don't see why the election was called.
Yeah,
like,
I don't anyway.
At the time I was annoyed because I thought Labour would get smashed.
Yeah.
But then they haven't. But then you think at the big picture, the pound's dropped, and we're going to have a weird Brexit now.
Yeah.
Way worse than we would have had, because there's no one who's strong enough that can just take us out. And it's clear now that this no deal is better than a bad deal.
Yeah.
That's false. That's just something to get on board with the UKIP support, which has failed because all the UKIP has gone back to Labour. So Farage did say he would make a return, though. Farage has said he would make a return if...
Well, that UKIP guy is quit now, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's
I don't
already.
understand why Farage wasn't the leader anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't even know, because he was leader, then he wasn't, then he was leader, then he just disappeared.
We couldn't even vote for UKIP anyway in this constituency.
Yeah, because they took away all the candidates.
We haven't got a representative. Not that I really would have voted UKIP. When it comes to terrorism and I guess immigration and all that sort of stuff, I am pretty right wing because I think, well, other countries like Australia, it's really strict to get into their country. They've hardly had any terrorist attacks, and the terrorist attacks that they have had has barely killed anyone, and it's just been like a knife sort of thing. Like what happened in Byker today. Did you hear about that in Byker?
Oh, was that the...
Someone in Byker...
Who was it?
It was in a job centre. He went in and basically like held everyone at knife point, and he had a fake bomb on his, so the bomb disposal unit was called, all the police was called, but they sorted it out and they arrested him. But like the metros were off between like for part of the line, and there was a massive kick-off. But when it comes to that sort of stuff, I am pretty like not like Corbyn. I don't tolerate it. So I guess like, and from what some of the stuff May said as well, I think she's a bit not tolerant of it. Like I think if you're going to do this country harm, fuck you.
She's been Home Secretary for 6 years. And
I know, and apparently she's let fucking ISIS fighters back into this country.
Yeah,
that's what people. That's fucking disgraceful.
She pretty much funds the terrorism in the Middle East.
That's fucking disgraceful.
She does these arms deals with Saudi Arabia. And she knows fine well those arms go straight to ISIS. But
again, the people that are saying Corbyn is a terrorist sympathiser, he's not, because he wants to fight it because he wants peace. But he likes taking the peaceful, easy way. Yeah. Which might work if you manage to brainwash them back enough. Yeah. To like sort of coincide with the sort of values of this country. If you manage to brainwash them enough back to do that, then that is the peaceful way of getting out of it.
Nothing else is working.
But No, I think people are getting too radicalised still. I think they still are going to get too radicalised.
Yeah.
And May wants to do this thing with the internet where she wants to...
So you type in...
Where she wants to regulate the
yeah.
internet to stop people from ISIS getting radicalising people in this country.
But that'll just turn into like someone will type a word and they'll just come after you.
I know. And that's what pisses me off with the Conservatives.
Work.
They introduce too many laws that are against the people.
Yeah, and don't work either.
Yeah, they don't work. Like, just all this shit with driving that's happened. Like, with this mobile phone ban, where if you have only been driving for less than 2 years and you're caught with a mobile phone, you get your license taken off you. Whereas if you're older and you've been driving for a longer amount of time, you only get 6 points on your license.
That doesn't make sense.
Like, I don't know who introduced that law, but the fucking Conservatives are in government, aren't they? And I'm sick of some of the laws that we're having.
Yeah, the laws are getting stupid.
Yeah. So back to the actual main point of the video. Again, well done to pretty much all the suburban areas, because even a lot of London vote for Corbyn. Because I think Corbyn, if you read the manifestos properly, I think that was a no-brainer if you care about the whole majority of this country.
I don't think people did read the manifestos.
Yeah. But I'm not angry at people for voting other things. I just
the front page of the Sun, the front page of the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
I just thought,
Aye. So basically, we're sick of the media. We're sick of the media, and we're sick of how May's acting.
The young vote as well, because young people aren't as judgmental now.
Yeah.
I don't think as older people are.
Yeah.
To just rashly go right.
Young people really fucking made the mark in this election. They really did. 62% voted Labour, and 72% of overall, went and voted.
29% increase, I think.
Yeah.
So
overall, it's not been too bad. In general,
not been too bad, no.
So
from a Labour point of view, but from a country point of view, it's pretty shit because no one's leading the country.
Yeah, aye.
And if they are to lead the country, it'll be a DUP Conservative
coalition. Get Britain sorted out. That's all. That's basically all I can say.
Yeah.
Just fucking put someone in Parliament, whether it's May or Corbyn. Just make it May or Corbyn. Don't just forget all this shit with the Irish party.
Yeah, why?
I've heard stuff that they're against gays. I don't know whether that's true or whether that's just rumours caused by the mass media. If that is true, then that is disgraceful, and we shouldn't have anything to do with them.
They used to be called the Protestant Unionist Party, so they're really religious based. And religion and politics is no.
Yeah.
So. And also, it could disrupt the Good Friday Agreement because the thing you're not supposed to do is be biased towards either the United Ireland point of view or the Unionist point of view when you're in the English Parliament. When you're in Parliament, you're not supposed to be biased towards either side, so that could ruffle a few Northern Irish feathers. So,
yeah.
Anything could happen. I don't even know what's going to happen now, actually.
I don't know what's happening. I've got my fucking dad talking about moving out the country.
Yeah.
Because we think that the whole country's just going to go to shit.
The country's so split now.
It is. It's most of the north. If it's a northern urban area, it's Labour. There's no doubt about it. If it's a northern urban area, it's Labour.
Yeah. And then if it's
a lot of southern urban
it's
areas
old and young, and
Labour.
It's student and non-student.
Old and young,
it's
just there's just a bunch of different people in this country. A lot of it just again comes down to low class and high class, doesn't it?
There'll probably just be another election.
Yeah.
Very shortly, so.
Aye. Well, that's what we can hope for, really. Just to get a.
But then again.
Get everything sorted out and just.
It'll just split again, won't it?
Right. Okay. I don't know how long we've been rambling on for. If anyone's still watching, thank you. I really do appreciate you watching this far, Because a lot of people probably just think that we're talking shit because we're
Yeah.
young. Because we're young, we don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, that's annoying. That one.
that one is annoying. We'll probably
you're
get a
not
few of them
Or
comments.
you're not old enough to vote, so you
Oh,
can't talk
I know.
about politics.
Yeah. Aye.
Dead one.
Okay, right. So that basically just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna force people of who to side with if there is another election, which there has been talks of.
Yeah.
But I think there's a no-brainer solution when you think about it. But yeah, just to whoever ends up in Parliament and whoever ends up controlling this country, good luck, and I hope you do well, and I hope you please everyone in the country, and I hope you do your job well. That's all I can really say. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.